How's it going, guys? It's VS here for my 100th video. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who subbed so far. It's really cool seeing them at 100 videos already, and I'm hoping I can get a couple more 100 out there before whatever reason forces me to quit doing YouTube, but hopefully that's not for another while. So let's get started. For my 100th video, I want to do the classes that I have, all my creative classes right now. I would change a couple things, but I don't have any more unlock tokens for what I wanted to, it was just a smoke grenade I was going to put on one of my classes, but I'll get to that in a second. So to start off, my first class, which is custom class 1. I need to name all these, so if you guys got any good class names, let me know. But my first class is the main class. This is a class I run around with when I'm trying to get good gameplays, and just in general like that. So the first is the PDW. That's my main gun right now, the PDW, and I'm sure you all know how amazing it is. And I just have the suppressor on it. It's maxed down level. I got it gold, Sanger Prestige, and my emblem and all that stuff. Then I just have the suppressor for the attachment, and I have Ghost and Hardline as my tier 1 perk. They're both pretty self-explanatory. I find Hardline helps a lot when going for high streak games and just trying to get those high streaks and stuff. I have Scavenger and Toughness as my perk 2, my tier 2 perks. Scavenger, because I love using the C4, I just love abusing it to the max as much as I can. And on top of that, I run out of bullets fast. Like, before I even get halfway through my streaks, I have a tendency to run out. I have Toughness as well, because Toughness is just kind of the perk you gotta have to win gunfights. And, if I can get away with not having to use it, I would. But it's kind of mandatory, it feels like, for me. And I have Dexterity. I go in between Dexterity and Tac Mask, because Tac Mask, if the lobbies that I'm in has a lot of concussion and flashbangs and stuff, then I'll switch to Tac Mask. But Dexterity is nice to be able to climb up stuff a lot faster and be more gun ready after sprinting, because I sprint all over the place. And then of course I have the perk 1 greed and perk 2 greed to be able to have those extra 2 perks in the tier 1 and tier 2. My second class is the class I'm kind of using when I'm trying to go for headshots a lot. Right now I'm trying to finish out my Scorpion with headshots as well as my B-23R. I'm at 58 headshots with the Scorpion and 70 with the B-23R, so I'm getting close. Once I max those out with headshots, then I'll probably work on getting those to to gold and stuff, because I'm trying to finish out diamond for submachine guns. And then the perks don't really matter too much because I'm going for headshots, but I have Ghost, Scav, and Tac Mask, and Claymore, just because I'm trying to get the challenges for Claymore. It's something I've always loved doing since Modern Warfare 2, is just collecting the emblems and the calling cards and stuff. So I try and get as many different ones as I can. And then of course I have the concussion to be able to hopefully slow down people and get easier headshots on them. But that's my headshot class. I actually think I'll name that one Headshot at some point. This is my sniping class, the Ballista. I love the Ballista a lot more than the DSR, just how it feels and how I think it scopes up quicker. It definitely it feels like it gets more hit markers than the DSR, but I like it better as a sniper. And if I can have a good run without getting any hit markers, it's just fine. And then I have the ballistic knife, which I'm also trying to get gold just for fun. I actually only have a couple more kills to get with it. Let's see, like 37, it looks like 37 more kills before I can start working on the challenges. And then I have, for my attachments on the Ballista, I have the ballistic CPU, which reduces weapon sway, I believe, when you're aiming down the sight, and the laser sight. I do quick scope when I have to, but usually I just try and snipe like a true sniper, And then I got the combat axe, which I want to talk about this before the perks. It just seems like every sniper has to have that throwing knife or tomahawk, depending on which game you're playing. And then the concussion to just help out again with slowing down people and being able to shoot them a little bit easier. Then I have Ghost, because I don't, when I'm sniping, I try to move from spot to spot. Not necessarily use it for quick scoping, but I do try to kill somebody to move on, because I don't use a silencer on my sniper, because it just seems to add to the hit marker, how many hit markers I get. Then I have Cold-Blooded, and it's just something, again, I'm trying to get the challenges a little bit with, but actually I think the challenges for that, you gotta shoot down stuff with the launcher, so I don't know on that. I'm not quite sure why I have that one, actually. The Dexterity I have, which again helps me for when I have to quick scope or no scope, or not necessarily no scope, when I have to quick scope, that helps out a little bit. And that's my sniper class. This is my shotgun class. Man, I rarely touch this class. This is the class that I go to when, you know, all I'm hearing is other shotguns on the enemy team. But I actually hate the 870. So, you know, if this game, or if the gun didn't exist in the game, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. But I have the shotgun. Obviously, the best attachments are long barrel and laser sight, and those just help out with the range and one-shotting and stuff. Then I have my nice diamond RPG. I do have diamond for all the launchers. It's something I started out since I first started playing the game. And you know, all the UAV spam in the first, like right when the game came out, because nobody had ghosts, so UAV was OP, and I was just running around with launchers. And I got like gold on the small, and I figured I'd just try and finish out the diamond. So I do have the diamond on the RPG and the FHJ as well as the small. So that's my secondary for this class. It's kind of like an engineer class, I think is what it's called. You know, a shotgun and a launcher. Then I have the bouncing Betty, which again it's kind of scrubby. That's why this whole class should be just called scrub, I guess. But then I have dexterity because that helps with just making sure your gun's more ready after sprinting, which helps with the shotgun a lot. And then I have scavenger, which, you know, it's not really needed on this class unless you just plan on using the RPG a lot. Then I have ghost and hardline, though actually I think I'm going to switch this to flakjack. It seems more suiting for running around with a shotgun. And this is really my search and destroy class. As you can see, I don't have a silencer on it, but this is also kind of a go-to class when my other classes just aren't working out. This is also my class that I use when I'm going against good players, it seems. And as you can see, I have the laser sight, which actually I don't think I want that right now as well, but I'm not sure what other. I was thinking about trying the foregrip, and we'll leave that like that for now. Got the weapon emblem on, and this is also prestige twice, max level, and gold, and all that stuff. I have the long barrel because I'm not using the silencer, and the long barrel helps out the MSMC quite a bit. Then again, I'm using the B23R as my secondary because I have an extra slot, and I'm just continuing to try and work on that, getting all the headshots for that, and getting that to the last level of the max prestige I can. I have the EMP grenades because this is also my objective class. So I have the EMP grenades on it to help out with taking down, you know, like guardians or sentry guns that might be guarding the objective. I have C4 to clear out objectives such as domination points or clear out people playing bombs and stuff like that. Just that's the general idea for the C4 on this class. I have dexterity again just to help pull up, although since I'm playing objective I think I'm going to switch to tac mask because a lot of people throw you know, shock charges and stuff right by the objective. Then I have cold-blooded, which, you know, this is also it helps out with the target finders a little bit, because just the pure amount of target finder spam in this game is kind of ridiculous. So I put cold blood on this class. Then I have ghosts for, again, obvious reasons. This is my assault rifle class, the class I use when I'm just trying to level up assault rifle. The MA-A1 is what I'm using now. It's only up to level 7, and I just got one camo for it. But I have the quick draw. And then I have the same setup as my first class, which is hardline, ghost, toughness, scavenger, dexterity, and C4. Pretty much all the same reasons as that first class there. The MSMC, this again is a lot like the other one. This is, see, I got this one confused with my other MSMC class. This is my search and destroy class. You know, there's not much to be said, too much about it. I am trying something out new with the laser sight instead of the perk 3. But we'll see how that works. I'll probably take off the laser sight and put that back. Bouncing Betties to help out with defending the bomb site a little bit, and the other ones are just to rush into their spawn a little bit and get hopefully a little leg up against them before they can go plant the bomb or anything. The LSAT class here is my take down any enemy kill streaks class. I got the LSAT, which I'm working on leveling up. Again, only one camo for that. And then I have the foregrip and quick draw. Quick draw is mandatory for light machine guns just because of how slow their drop time is. And I have dexterity to help out with that as well. Then I have foregrip, which that just kind of helps keep it a little bit more balanced. So for when I'm trying to shoot down, you know, choppers or anything, if the FHJ fails, I have that diamond FHJ max level. And I have blind eye so that when I'm trying to shoot something down, it doesn't kill me. Cold-blooded for, you know, roughly the same reason. For player-controlled aircraft, I'm trying to shoot down lodestars. and the likes of that, VSAT or VTOL warships. And I have the grenade, which is just, you know, the lethal doesn't matter too much on this class to me. And then I have the EMPs to help out with Guardians, Sentry Guns, and even if you can get the lucky throw, you know, the Dragon Fires and RCXDs. So I have 2 EMP grenades on that one. My last class is my knife-only class. This is just a class I like to goof around a lot with, especially in Search and Destroy. I have Lightweight and Ghost, so I can rush to their spawn as fast as possible and not be seen while doing it. I have Cold-Blooded if I feel like I want to go for Ninja Defuses, which it's kind of like one of my favorite things to do in Search and Destroy. I'll try it in like the first 2 or 3 rounds, and I've gotten a couple of them, so I thought about putting maybe together a Ninja Defuse class, or not class, Ninja Defuse video, and I thought that'd be kind of funny. I have Extreme Conditioning and Dead Silence, so they can't hear me when I'm trying to Ninja Defuse as much, although I think they can still hear me defusing the bomb if they have like a headset and stuff. But running around and knifing, you know, if you have a headset, then you can really hear people coming up behind you, and of course, Extreme Conditioning to, again, help run around and knife a little bit more. Then my Ballistic Knife, which I've already talked a little bit about before. I've already prestiged it twice, and I'm still trying to get gold, which I'm getting close to. Hopefully the challenges aren't too ridiculous. Then I have the Combat Axe because, again, it's only blade. And then Concussion helps out a lot, I've found, with knifing, because you can concuss them and then run up and knife them and flank them however you want. And, of course, the wild cards to be able to have those extra 2 perks in the tier 1 and tier 3 perk selection and stuff. So that's all my classes right now. I'm going to Prestige again and probably have one more created class. Again, if you guys think of any good nicknames for these classes, let me know. I really need to nickname them. I already have one for this one, which will be like Headshots or something goofy like that. But, you know, if you liked the video, like it. If you didn't dislike it, here's to hundreds more videos, hopefully. But until next time, guys, I'll catch y'all later. Have a good one.